and I think he will hope that he's put Lancashire in some sort of a good position to defend this total.
It didn't look easy to sort of get a foothold in the game for the fielding side. There didn't seem to be any sort of movement off the seam. How did Derbyshire manage to claw it back, and will that be enough?
I think one thing on this pitch, I think it's a really good pitch. The only thing is perhaps a lack of pace. It's still true, it still carries, but I think slower balls could be a good way to go on this pitch, and I think Parkinson will play quite a crucial role with the ball. We saw his brother earlier, he took 3 wickets in the first game, so I think it will be a battle of the Parkinson brothers this evening.
They'll certainly be hoping so. Yeah, so as the ball gets a bit softer as you go through the innings, it becomes more difficult to hit. That certainly would back up exactly what we've seen. The Lancashire team are out there in their huddle. Dane Villas giving out last minute instructions. They will have to defend like tigers, because Derbyshire have some players who can put bat to ball in no uncertain terms. Wayne Madsen and Billy Godalman are 2 big players for Derbyshire, and they will be hoping to get their campaign off to a start. No wins for them just yet. Let's get upstairs to Ollie Pope and Charles Dagnall.
Well, Charles has left the building. You're left with the Irish with Niall O'Brien here. 179 to win for the Derbyshire boys. Should be a cracking run chase. Lancashire have played well with the bat, maybe left a few runs out there, I think. But all in all, when you get 178 from your 20 overs, you're pretty happy. Happy chappy alongside me, Ollie Pope. How did you see this one playing out, Popey?
I think Lancs will be pretty happy with their score on the board, but I think with this late night due, I could easily see the ball just skidding on nicely onto the bat. So if they can get a couple of players here, if Derby can get a couple of players in here, then they could make a good chase of it. But I think they'll be looking for an early couple of wickets. I think Tom Bailey will probably come from the other end, and if he can find any swing, he'll be a handful this evening.
Manny McKiernan to open the batting. Well, this is a bit of a surprise.
Go on, Stevie.
Open the batting, open the bowling. It's my ball. I'm going home. Let's see what he's got with the bat. Stephen Croft trying to stay cool with the kids. Cap on backwards. Been around a long time. Crofty, ex-Lancashire captain. Here we go. Sliced away. Easy as you like. Open the bowling, I'll open the batting, and I'll carve you for 4. Great start.
Cap on backwards doesn't work for him there, I don't think.
That's a good shot, short and wide. Didn't try to keep it down, just slice it over cover. High in the air. Should be taken. Fairly simple one. Dane Villas. Easy as you like. Well, not the start Derby wanted. They sent Matty McKiernan up top. Didn't last too long. Straight up in the air, easy as you like.
Be around to you.
Used to seeing Dane Villas with the gloves on, but fairly simple catch. Well, short stay. Matty McKiernan's gone for 4. Derby have lost an early one. 4 for 1.
It's a good early wicket for Croft there. He provides a few change-ups. He's got one that flicks out the front of the hand, a bit of off-spin as well, but makes it hard to set yourself from which side you want to target the most. But an early wicket's lovely start for Lancs.
Well, Lewis Rees is the new man. He won't be on strike though. Captain Godalman will take strike. Just trying to slide in, just getting over out of the way. Ollie, is it a case of just getting one in from the spinner, getting over out of the way?
Yeah, absolutely. I think with the spin on, as we've seen there, the batsman's got to try create it. Starting with pace, you can play your strong shots and get forward, but with spin, you've got to probably take a little bit more of a risk if you want to find that early boundary. But yeah, it's nice to sneak one out.
Just sliding on. Billy Godwin at the moment struggling to come to terms with this. Stephen Croft not trying to spin the ball at all, just bowling around the wicket, sliding into that middle of the leg. Billy Godwin almost playing for a little bit of spin. It's not there under the night sky, sliding on. That's a good over. Godwin wants a single. It's a good over. Good start there for Lancashire. Stephen Croft gets a wicket early. 5 for 1. Yeah, it's been a trend around the world now. Just try to get one over out of the way from a bit of a part-timer. Manny McKiernan sent up top to give it a bit of a nudge. Didn't work.
Be interesting if we see any swing from Bailey here. He's got very good skills with the red ball. Swings him away from the right-hander and nips him about. So with this moisture in the air, who knows? But he's a tricky customer, and I think he's on the back of a 5 for last game as well. So he'll be full of confidence.
Captain Billy Godwin, fine player. This man's in form, as you quite rightly mentioned. Picked up a 5 for 17 against Leicestershire very recently. Tall man gets a bit of shape, hits the deck hard. Normally hits the wicket really hard. Got to slip in place. Godwin on the charge. Only 80 miles an hour, but it's accurate. Godwin knows that he's got to take advantage of the power play. Been a fine player for Derbyshire for a long time now. Ex-Middlesex, ex-Essex Billy Godwin, but found a home at Derby. Scores a lot of runs in all formats. Good shape again. Tom Bailey, Godwin on the charge. Is the power play crucial here, Ollie, or is it a chance to get in, have a look and set yourself up?
Oh, I think we've seen a few examples of that today. Obviously, Al Davies played nicely, but I think he was only 4 off 9 balls, so he didn't necessarily go from ball 1. So it's not necessarily always the way forward, but you can still play strong shots and get rewards if you beat the infield.
Lewis Rees is a new man in. He's had an unbelievable 2 or 3 years down at Derby, obviously ex-Lancashire. Had a wonderful couple of years with Lancashire, then fell away a little bit, lost a bit of form and moved down to Derby. He's been a revelation, it must be said. Scores a lot of runs, very good square of the wicket, bowls well, is wonderful in the field. We saw his fielding tonight was excellent. You just feel Godwin, Madsen and Lewis Rees have to get the bulk of the runs here this evening. Shuffles across already. Trying to put a bit of pressure on Tom Bailey, and Bailey's up to it.
Yeah, he's followed him nicely there, Bailey. Seen him step across and he's gone with him as well. He's exposed his stumps and just followed the batsman across. Tried to swing one away from him.
On the charge, swats it, gets plenty of it, should be hauled in the deep. Come back for a couple. It's been a good start here for Lancs. They've looked pretty good all night, truth be told. Lewis Rees, Billy Godwin, Wayne Madsen, Lewis Deploy, Critchley. There's plenty of batting in this Derbyshire lineup.
Probably looks like the most effective length on this wicket. I would have thought that sort of into the wicket, hip high.
Good over. Tom Bailey just 3 off it. 2 overs bowled, 8 for 1. McKiernan's been and gone. More familiar faces for folks back home. Billy Godwin, Lewis Rees, Wayne Madsen. Top class. Absolutely top class cricketer for a long time. Derbyshire. Lewis Deploy. South African born, but good strike of the ball. Matt Critchley's a good cricketer. 171. 108 needed. 8-1 off 2. It's been a good start here by Lancs. They were good with the bat, good in the field. Derbyshire clawed it back well with the ball, but they've got a lot of runs to chase. Liam Hurt.
He can provide that little bit of X factor. Hurt. He's had a few injuries, but can send down a pretty quick ball.
Actually played with Liam Hurt myself in Leicestershire. He was trialling around many seasons ago. Looks to have got himself really fit and strong. Good to see him out there playing for Lancashire. Strong action, can generate some decent pace. That's what this truncated county season is doing. We're getting a chance to see a lot of cricketers that maybe we wouldn't have had a chance to see. So good to see Liam Hurt getting a game, getting an opportunity. All the way. Good short ball. Good aggression. Plenty behind that from Liam Hurt. Going into the slightly shorter boundary for the left-hander's leg side. Slightly risky. What about this action, Ollie?
Interesting arms coming in.
Glove down leg side. Well, Billy Goldman wanted it, but effective nonetheless. Gets his first boundary of the evening. Loves the contest, Billy Goldman. Short ball into the ribs.
Just got his right line slightly wrong there. I guess with this field, probably supposed to be slightly further across towards the offside. Especially with this, the only square leg out and then the third man as well. So.
On the charge. Just hasn't got his timing right at all this evening, Billy Goldman. Third time he's charged down the pitch. And Middlebrook in the middle. Peter Hartley is companion. Tim Robinson, third umpire this evening. And Middlebrook, Essex, Northampton ended up with Yorkshire winning a championship. Good off spinner. Decent batsman down the order. Good umpire, good cricketer, Pete Hartley.
It's a nice bit of bowling there. Good, lovely change up. Just trying to stay as unpredictable as possible.
It's a case of either bowling a slower ball, your variation, and that occasion the off cutter, or else slamming a good length, getting plenty behind the ball, that back of a length, getting it through hip high. Not going too full and floaty at the same time, not bowling an easy short ball. All the way. Again, not time. It's a decent over. Liam Hurt. 3 overs bowled. Derby, 16 for 1. Well, Derbyshire need another 163. 9.59. It's going to be a tall order. It is a good pitch. Conditions are good, not huge boundary sizes. But a good batting order, so Derby have to get themselves into the contest. They've been a bit sluggish so far. Off to continue.
Oh, love it, hit me! Yes, Lammy!
Little phantom off spinners, I suppose. But coming in at 3, Ollie, would the mindset be to get your innings up running, get your side into the game in this kind of situation?
Just what it just looks a little bit at the moment like they've almost tried to force it too much. There's been a lot of dancing down the wicket, a lot of big swings, but in the power play, you can almost get away with just trying to time it in the gap a little bit more.
Good gloves. Al Davis, it's a fine evening. He was brilliant with the bat. Scoring 82, fantastic innings. He was eyeing up that first T20 century. Very talented keeper as well. You often see take plenty of acrobatic catches when you're watching the Bob Willis Trophy highlights. County Championship cricket. Really talented cricketer. Someone who's been on the England selectors' radar for a couple of years. Yeah, cut away, good shot. Too much width. Too much width from Stephen Croft. Lewis Rees not going to miss out on this.
Yeah, Alex Davies, he's one of those guys you just want on your side. He's a fiery character. He's never shy of a word, but he's always ready for the battle. He always wants it, and yeah, we've played a few Lions games together, and he's great to have on your side, especially when there's a little bit of chirp about.
Yeah, I like that.
That's what I like to hear from my keeper. Up for the battle, bit of chirp.
It's the only way.
Just keep himself a bit quiet. The cameras are on him. Not saying too much at the moment. Godman goes big, tries to go big, cleaned up. Aiming leg side. Stephen Croft can't keep the veteran out of the game. Played well with the bat. Godman's got to take a long, slow walk off.
That's that knuckleball almost that he bowls out with just no revs on the ball, just skids straight on. And to a lefty, it can be a dangerous option.
Well, Billy Godman, 7 off 10 balls, wasn't his night tonight. 21 for 2. Well, it's risky. Always risky going across. Croft hasn't spun a ball all night. All he's trying to do is slide the ball back into the stumps. Not sure about the celebrations, but Lanks will take it. 2 early wickets. Billy Godwin is a big wicket.
That's fraction that way from middle. Yeah.
Well,
right arm over.
Derbyshire's best, Wayne Madsen. Up there, I think, one of Derbyshire's best ever batsmen. Fantastic cricketer. Good numbers. In the PSL during the winter. T10, Abu Dhabi T10. Top class batsman.
Looks one of those that's tricky to bowl at. Hits 360, even behind the keeper. He's got that ramp.
Danny Lamb. Another one through the Lancashire ranks. Yeah, you mentioned Wayne Madsen, who plays 360. Brother was an international hockey player. Wayne Madsen himself was a fabulous hockey player, so handy when you have those kind of hockey skills to bring into your batting, sweeps, reverse sweeps, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. And the way he plays that short ball as well, he just ramps over the keeper's head. Just nightmare for captains trying to set a field to that.
I've always admired Wayne Madsen. I thought he's been a bit unlucky not to have had a look at higher honours. He's got runs consistently. Probably 10 years, he's been banging out the runs for Derby. Never really got a look in. Maybe Lions cricket. Good technique, good accumulator of runs. Good start here. Danny Lamb. No real pace, 78 miles an hour. Hitting a good line of length and asking the batsman to take a risk.
It's just a matter of going back and trying to play those strong shots. Get the rewards if you beat the infield. And try running ragged as well.
Short ball. Slow ball chipped away leg side. That's clever. I think Lanks have read conditions really well. Leicester Foxes did the same first innings. Yeah, nice slow ball, good variation. That's going to be wide. Another attempted slow ball. Gets it horribly wrong. Lewis Rees, bit of revelation down at Derby. Did a big score from here. I think Lewis Rees and Wayne Madsen are going to get the bulk of the runs here if Derbyshire are going to get close. Flick leg side. In the gap, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic pickup. Lewis Rees in a strong area, in around that middle leg stump. Brings the bottom hand in nicely.
You would have thought they're going to need to target these last couple of balls in the power play, or last over and a bit in the power play, especially with the leg spin of Matt Parkinson coming on. He's a tricky customer.
Variation from Lamb. 8 off the over. 5 overs bowled, 29 for 2. We've seen plenty of variations from the Lancashire bowlers. A lot of slow balls. Plenty of variation. Wicket's playing well, but slow balls maybe just gripping a little bit.
Looks like the way to go on this wicket this evening. I think the way Lang's played and the success Al Davies had, they had the most success sort of striking them down the ground. There wasn't as many boundaries hit square of the wicket, so it looks like that into the wicket, hard length is the best way to go with a change of pace.
Overs. Not too much in it runs wise. 2 wickets though. It's the damage for Derby. Last over the power play. Tom Bailey back on. Will the 2 Lewis Rees take him on? Short ball smashed away. Good work. Really good work. Excellent work in the deep. Josh Bohannon. Brilliant. Great commitment. He's holding his shoulder. Let's hope there's nothing wrong there. Fellow commentator wincing beside me.
Yeah, he's got a lot better technique than me.
I'm not sure about that. He's a bit sore. Tuck leg side, 1 to 2. Should get it. Bohannon's in. Busy out there. Lewis Rees just getting himself going, getting his innings up and running. 19 from 17. Let's have a look at this. Great effort in the deep. Not surprised. Looks sore. Oh, picked by Rees. 2 again, should get 2.
Great bit of running.
It's what you were saying though, Ollie. You don't have to overhit the ball and hit the ball into the stands.
Absolutely. Especially with that big outfield on the leg side to the lefty now. So much space there. Nick your 2s.
Good line of length. Excellent from Bailey. Very, very impressive young bowler. Been around a good 5-6 years. Generally operated very well in red ball cricket. Excellent. It's a good line of length. Not express. It's a good line. It just gets a little bit of movement.
He's got the tricks. Bit of extra height as well. Makes him a little bit harder just to hit off his length as well.
On the reverse. Gets it past Al Davies. Has he got enough? Parkinson? Yeah. Can't hold it in. Good stroke. Lewis Rees. Improvisation.
just had to help it on his way there. Got in a great position. Oh, and Parky's taken it on the head.
Diving header. Own goal. Good improvisation though. Lewis Reese realised he had to do something different. Last ball of the power play. Good finish. Tom Bailey. Good power play for Lancashire. Derby, 39 for 2.
Good start, but didn't last long with Croft getting that early wicket here. They bowled a good hard length throughout. Got their change-ups in. It hasn't been easy for the Derbyshire batters. There hasn't been many freebies out there, so I'm sure Lancs would have taken this at the start of their 20.
Power play dominated by Lancashire. 54 they yielded without loss. Derbyshire they stuttered along. 39 for 2.
Happy, mate, happy.
Got a change of bowling. Left arm Tom Hartley, tall man. Left arm spinner.
Yes, Tommy, lovely start, T.
Comes from very good sporting stock. His father represented Great Britain and
Stay there, one across.
athletics, so let's see what he can do. Left arm spinner, tall man. You don't often see these spinners being so tall. She'll get a bit of bounce. Not too much spin on offer tonight, though.
Lovely bowling, Tommy. Lovely bowling, T. Keep it.
Would have thought Reese would be looking to target that short boundary here with spin into him. And then Harley will be looking to sort of fire it into the front leg of Madsen here and cramp him up.
He's got 2 behind point from Madsen. It's a decent ploy. He likes the reverse sweep.
Oh, that's nice.
Top leg side. Wants 2. Shouldn't get 2. Liam Hurd does well. Gets off the rope quickly. Good strong arm. Yeah, 2 players who play slightly different ways here, you would think. Lewis Reese and Wayne Madsen. Lewis Reese might look for that leg side boundary. Madsen may go sweep, reverse sweep. It's a good start here. Young Hartley. I just think Derby need to get a move on here. They just need to get going. They need to inject some energy into their innings. On the sweep. Good work from Matty Parkinson. He's been busy already. He's already headed one into the back of the net. Diving around there, fine leg. Looking forward to seeing him bowl.
Sit. Sit, Lammy. Get out, Tommy. Yes, go T, go T, go.
Oh, it's a top over. Superb start. Tom Hartley firing in his left arm spinners. 7 overs bowled, 45 for 2.
Over and over. Yeah. Right arm over, change ball. Give it 2 points. Yeah. Parky, one in here to start. Yeah, two in there. One out there. Bill.
Well, it's time for Matt Parkinson. The Callum had an excellent afternoon for Leicestershire, 3 for 21 in their victory.
Go, get it, Pocky, go, Pocky, go, Pocky. Keeper, keeper.
Good hustle. They need a bit of something, Derbyshire. Whether it be putting the fielders under pressure, putting the ball over the boundary, but that rate just keeps climbing at the moment. Lancashire bring on their trump card at a really good time.
Get it, Tommy, one please.
Yeah, it's a crucial part of the game. Now, I just feel with Parkinson, what he does so well is he provides control in these middle overs.
All right there.
Derbyshire just have to work out
Whoa, Jed.
how they're going to try and keep up with the run rate. Put them under pressure with the ball.
Madsen, excellent on the sweep. It is a great time to bring on your leg spinner as a captain. Rates above 10 and over. It's in double figures. Batsmen have got to come at him. Can't afford to just milk him around. Set the field back. You're spinning it both ways. Got a lot of things in your favour as a leg spinner at the moment.
One this sweep shot here, Parky. Keep going, yeah. Yes. Yes, Parky.
Not taking any big risks at the moment. Reese and Madsen. 6 from the first 5 balls at Parkinson's spell. To target the boundary off the last.
Go, get it, go, Pocky. Nice, Hurty.
They don't happily settle for 7. 8 gone, 52 for 2.
Toby.
Well, this was Callum Parkinson earlier in the day. 3 for 21. Bowled brilliantly with his left arm spin. Just wonder if there's as much competition between these two brothers as there is the Curran brothers. The impression that there might be.
Yeah, international honours for Matt Parkinson. Taster of one-day international cricket and T20 cricket for England. Name did not appear in England's white ball squads for the upcoming Australia series. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
You can't really excuse this as a misfield. Straight through the legs. Aside from that though, it's a good option for the left-hander. Fine leg up in the ring. Big square leg on the boundary. You can see where he's looking to get that. Slightly squarer of the man. Ring, fine leg, but man will be frustrated with his fielder.
To open up, swallow it. It's not like he's particularly bandy-legged either. Could definitely stop a pig in an alley. You not heard that one before?
Come on, boys.
I'm not quite sure what to say to that pitch. Brilliant.
Our friends from the Midlands would say somebody's got real bandy knees, they couldn't stop a pig in a ginnel. But Hartley's look pretty straight.
Tommy.
Oh, it's catching. Alex Davies just let one straight through his legs as well. Just get the feeling that both sides are just trying to hold their nerve. Derbyshire in particular, they know the rate's going up, but they're not panicking. They're not playing big shots and losing more wickets. You knew that lose another couple here and the game's up. Madson's just trying to play himself into the game.
Yeah, and I think there come a point as well when out in the middle, just as a batting pair, you just have to decide, okay, which bowler might we look to target? As if they're happy to pick Parkinson off singles, twos. Have to look at the other end to try and identify, okay, let's take this bowler on.
Gone. Oh, that's superb. Brilliant from Lamb. He spotted the move by Rees. Went down on that knee so early. Lamb took all the pace off it. And all Rees could do was scoop it into the hands of Alex Davies.
Yeah, really well bowled. Slower ball as well. Nice, simple catch. Davies, clever bowling. Very, very clever. And that's a big wicket as well. He's going nicely. Lewis Rees, 39 of 32 balls. Derby, 60 for 3.
Lewis Deploy is the new batsman. Strike rate, well, look to improve it for sure. The average is pretty good. 42 matches, 780 runs. Madsen again on that favoured sweep.
That's wide in.
He's got the feeling again that Rees was actually trying to play a sort of safe shot, picking himself up some runs, not taking a big risk, but the skill was all in the bowlers spotting him and taking all of the pace off the ball.
Yeah.
Stud marks in the shins to go for it, to go with it as well.
Yes, Pocky, get it, Pocky! Get him dirty, Pocky, I'll clean it, pal. Sorry, Pete. Yeah, no, leave it. Yeah, happy? All bells? Straight stick. Next disc. Yeah, run on! See you, Bosh. Wait!
Got away with one there, Matt Parkinson.
Second LB across all three for you, Parky lad. Yes, Parky.
Doesn't get away with that. Rate goes up above 11 briefly, now back down again. And a low full toss drilled straight at the man at mid-wicket this time.
Sit, Keith.
Oh, that's big. That's flown up into the night sky and almost to the back of the Western Terrace.
A brilliant strike from Wayne Madsen. Parkinson for both the left-hander and the right-hander. Everyone out on the leg side, no one in the ring. He's saying, okay, take me on, or you can just keep it to me for singles. Madsen, he decides to take that positive option. Very, very good strike.
Yeah, beautiful hit. Cock wrists on the downswing. Released through the ball. Ball went many a mile. More clumsiness in the field from Lancashire. And, tidy over has become an untidy one. 13 from it, 10 gone, 73 for 3. Lightning won the toss and posted 178 for 5. At one point, 200 was on the cards, but Ed Barnes quickly got Derbyshire back into it. Alex Davis was superb with 82 in quick time.
Get the ball in. I'm over still.
Shot that is. Similar in tone to the Leicestershire kit earlier on this afternoon. Liam Hurt back for his second trek up the hill from the football stand end. Open face has found the gap behind point for 4.
Brilliant use of the hands here from the boy, just opening the face of the blade up, knowing exactly where that deep cover boundary rider was.
Big strong lad, Liam Hurt. Lancashire lad originally, had a bit of a spell. The MCC young professionals down there at Lords. Certainly got some tools to work with. Slow ball picked and slammed down the ground by Wayne Madsen. He's decided the time has come.
Yeah, he's picked it early. Slower ball. Madsen struck firmly down the ground, leading run scorer for Derbyshire last year. Such an important part in this team. An important role to play as well for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, that strike rate has just shot up to 160. No 4s as yet, 2 6s, 24 from 15. I wondered how long it would be before we saw that. That is a Wayne Madsen special. He seems to have hurt himself in the process. He's hurt his Achilles or his calf, but he seems to be in some distress after a quite magnificent ramp shot over the keeper's head.
I think it's cramped him up a bit more than he thought, and you can see just in that finishing position, so uncomfortable.
He just got his toe bent up underneath him, didn't he, with the full weight of his body down on that right foot. Yeah, that'll hurt. That'll smart a bit. And you also got the lower pad strap as well, constricting the movement of the Achilles. That's not too serious.
Yeah, Achilles injuries are never nice. Not much blood flow in that area of the foot. It's a long time to recover, so you just hope that nothing too serious.
Well, this could be a huge moment in the contest. Wayne Madsen, as Lydia has quite rightly explained to you, carries the hopes of the Derbyshire run chase more often than not. He certainly seems to have slipped into top gear now. Won't be allowed a runner if there is some real damage there. Just popped a little pill. I hope that sorts him out, but might make scampering between the wickets difficult. Dominic Cork looks concerned.
I think he looks more concerned about the wrap he's eating. I don't think he looks very impressed with it.
Getting a sausage roll in or something. Well, Madsen has sliced that one over backward point, but he really isn't moving well at all. There's going to have to be boundaries from here on in for Derbyshire's #1 player. Really is in some discomfort here.
You could hear from the stump mic as well, just as he got in a position to play that shot. It was on contact, just as he hit the ball, you could hear sort of a yelp of pain from him. Yeah, he's struggling.
I think he's asked James Middlebrook if he can indeed have a runner. Now, I thought runners had been taken out of the game. Or is that just in international cricket? Yeah, just getting confirmation from Benedict that it's only in international cricket that you're not allowed a runner, so we are going to get a pause in proceedings here. Worth having a look back over the wickets that have fallen.
Yeah, first wicket to fall. Plan for Derbyshire was to send the pinch hitter in, but it didn't quite work out. Second one to go was Godalman, such an important part. Derbyshire, but couldn't make any effect. And then a brilliant piece of bowling from Lamb. Removed Lewis Rees.
Yeah, 87 from 55 for Derbyshire Falcons. You had the 1 point so far in the North Group. That was from no result in the match that was abandoned against Leicestershire. Both these sides have had matches abandoned or not completed against Leicestershire in this year's short group stage. Derbyshire will desperately need Wayne Madsen to be out there. They're going to open up their account this evening. Lancashire with 2 points will join Nottinghamshire on 5 at the top of the North Group. As if by magic. So Lancashire Lightning with that net run rate identical to that of the Notts Outlaws, if they were to win this evening, would go top on net run rate. And Durham, well, they've I suppose you could say they've been unfortunate. They've completed 3 games and lost them all. Everybody else has had at least one no result to get them a point at least. So I think it's Lewis Rees who has strapped the pads on. Doesn't have to wear the inner thigh guards or a box. All his external kit must be the same as that of Wayne Madsen's. He looks like he's really struggling. but he will keep the strike. And after 11 overs, Derbyshire are 93 for 3.
Right down over, man. I'm in.
Cluster of wickets at the end of the Lancashire innings. The White Worm, what kept them from going beyond 178. Derbyshire aren't a million miles away with 9 overs to go. But they are impeded by the injury to Madsen. Do you do much batting with a runner, Lydia? Did you ever have to have a runner in your career?
Not often. Yeah, it was just a confusing situation, best avoiding. No matter how injured you are.
I can think of a few who would have done it all the time if they'd been given the choice.
I think the worst thing is actually being asked to be the runner, and that I had to do that a few times. It's especially for poor old Reese, who's already out and he's probably sat down for the evening and he's got to come back out and get running for his team.
Oh, I suppose it's a way of staying in the contest. Your night was over and then you get the chance to perhaps be there at the end. Wayne Madsen is really struggling. He's not moving very freely at all. He just sort of found his boundary hitting rhythm as well. That's nicely done, really good from Deploy.
Yeah, he also strikes me as a player who's quite gritty, quite determined, not someone who would probably accept a runner that easily, so it just makes you think actually he's probably done something quite bad.
Yeah, the old Achilles aren't quite as elastic at the age of 36. The likes of Pope and Co. playing these bent in half shots. It's another couple that brings up the 100 for Derbyshire, 79 from 49 now.
Yeah, good running from these two as well. Leg side again, everyone out, no one in the inner ring. It's a lot of skill to judge it, so you can run a 2. At the end of the over, that'll be 101 for 3.
Lamb has done very nicely with 24 for him. And again, not that it ever means anything come the very end. Gives you some sort of an idea that Derbyshire, who looked as though they'd started too slowly, are actually very much in touch. Long way to go. Hughes practicing his glides through backward point. Stephen Croft with the Geoffrey Boycott tribute act with the hat on backwards.
You're a fan of that, Butch?
Not entirely sure. I mean, I quite liked it when I was 11 or 12 with the piece of lino doing my breakdancing back in the day. You know, whatever floats your boat.
It's got him a couple of wickets.
Little delay before the release there from Croft. Madsen again has just throttled back down again.
Come on, Stevie. Come on, Stevie.
I wonder how much of an impediment that's going to be to him really sort of putting his foot down and striking the ball.
Get it. Yeah.
As Ollie Pope was saying to us during the first game, that so much of the power and the hand speed and the bat speed comes from the ground up, comes from the legs and the core. And if you've got one leg, one tyre burst, you're not going to be able to hit it quite as far.
Yes, one. We'll watch 30.
Yeah, you lose a bit of confidence as well. You're not quite sure what exactly it is.
Good set.
Half of his thinking might be, I don't really want to make it worse. Which just means he's playing a bit more tentatively now. Not intentionally, he probably is more than happy to try and score boundaries, but when your body's telling you otherwise, it's hard to go against that.
Another canny over this from Croft. Headgear notwithstanding.
Finish on it, Lammy.
Just the 4 runs from 5 deliveries, and the rate starts to climb again.
Yes, Steve.
Tries a leggy
Get up.
last ball of his third. Only yields a single.
Go, boy.
And that's a tidy over for Lancashire. 106 for 3.
Change bowling, right hand.
Well, Madsen may be suffering from a little injury. He's still got Derbyshire in the hunt. Rates 10.5. Parkinson to continue.
Happens quick here. Wait there.
And even though this is the last commentary stint of the day, I think we've peaked at Piggin again.
Here. Come on. Oh, what's going on here?
Butcher's pulled one out the back there. Got to be using that in every sentence. Possibly can.
You've got to use it tomorrow. Some stage of your day, you've got to use it tomorrow.
I'm sure my partner will be delighted.
Back it.
Well, the chap behind the stumps, Al Davis, nice and quick. That's what he's been saying to his teammates. Got to get through the overs. Lancashire, Derby right in the hunt.
Now has he got all of it? Looks as though he has. Liam Hurt just watches it sail over his head. Now Derbyshire are viewing this game with a lot rosier tinted specs here.
That's a cracking shot. Watch yourself, watch yourself, watch yourself. Oh dear, oh dear. Tries to style it out. It was a cracking shot, I must say. Parkinson under real pressure.
This time over the offside. Same result though. Really good batting here from Leas Deploy. Only been there 16 balls. It's 35 not out.
Leg side previous. This one over, wide, long off. That's an absolute wonderful shot. Never went higher than 20 feet. Absolute beauty.
Wide to follow it up. I've given Liz Deploy 6 more. He should have, but still. Strike rate of just a touch under 200. Now this he hasn't got. Oh, the second time of asking. Hearts in mouth. Rob Jones it was. Bobbling it. But in the end, snaffling it securely.
Oh, 6-6. Did he need to go a third time? That's what he'll be asking himself. Rob Jones, it was a simple catch. Well, it should have been a simple catch. Pops in. Bit of composure. Job done in the end. That's a big, big wicket though. Parker as well has been clattered around this evening. That's a massive wicket. Deployed. Good knock though. 29. Derby 121 for 4.
Derbyshire aren't going to do it, they're going to have to do it the hard way. Never easy with a runner out there. That's 38 not out from 23 balls. Brisk partnership getting Derbyshire back in it. 61 runs off 31 deliveries between Madsen and Deploy. Now Matt Critchley. Very useful with the bat.
Catch it, buddy!
Every shot. Feel the grimace, wince of pain from Wayne Madsen. Single to finish the over. He'll keep the strike. 6 overs remain. Derbyshire 122 for 4. Just knew as soon as he struck it. Didn't come out of the sweet spot. Parkinson into the wickets column. Interesting to see the comparison. Nobby. 14 overs gone. Lancashire at this stage were 126 for 1. Derbyshire 122 for 4.
Yeah, it's a similar stage when Derby clawed their way back into the game the last 6 or 7 overs. Lancs faltered really. Lancs were looking at getting 200 at one stage.
Tommy, very good, Tommy.
Well, Madsen looks in real strife. He is battling.
Yeah, I like it, yeah.
A lot of pain Wayne Madsen. Well, Matt Critchley's a good striker of the ball. Problem is, you've got to do it from the off here. Under 10 and over though, he'd take that. 6 overs remaining, so he should get himself up and running early here.
Yes.
Soft and mark comfortably enough.
Come on,
It's
Tommy,
amazing,
lovely
though,
start,
that
Tommy.
partnership in the space of 5 overs has taken Derbyshire really in the hunt. 55 from 34 required. It's amazing that Madsen can get into that kind of shape to play that sort of shot. Whether he's got anything on it or not matters not for Derbyshire. A little bit of a skim off the face, but it brings him 4 more.
He outfoxes Al Davis here. Al Davis goes down leg side, try and block it. In the end, it ends up right in Al Davis's gloves. It stayed put. That's what happens though. Improvisation. Brilliant knock here from Madsen.
It's amazing considering the damage that, well, we don't know the extent of the damage, but it looks as though it's his Achilles. Even to get down and play those little paddles and reverses.
Catch that, please.
It's cleanly struck, but straight down the throat of long off. Madsen goes, Jones takes it cleanly this time. Just the one attempt needed. Derbyshire's chase suffers a severe blow.
Well, catch it please was the call from the keeper, Al Davis. They knew the enormity of the wicket. Wayne Madsen is taking Derbyshire very close. Good catch by Rob Jones in the end in the deep. Madsen has got to take his injured body off. Fantastic knock. 44 batting on one leg. Derby 128 for 5. Just didn't get it out of the middle. Hand off the bat, no control. He was always going to go down shooting. Wayne Madsen, unfortunately, sore leg. Look at that. He's in a lot of pain. Go, go. It's the call. Doesn't go far enough.
Alex Hughes it is to join Matt Critchley, who's at the non-striker's end. So how do Derbyshire do this now? Singles and twos maybe for an over.
Critchley's a good strike of the ball. Alex Hughes can hit. That's the 43 not out. He needs a couple of balls to get his eye in. Can't really lose another wicket here, Derby.
Close in Jennings it is. Dukes of Hazzard hair of his. 5 overs to go. Derbyshire 129 for 5.
Derby give a slow start. Pretty poor power play. They got themselves back into it. Kiernan was sent up top to have a go. Middleman didn't hang around long. Lewis Rees played well for his 39. Deploy was good. A couple of big sixes. Just wondered, did he hit one attempted six, one too many? Wayne Madsen was brilliant. 44 of 27.
Derbyshire still have batsmen in the Hutch, Anuj Dal, Harvey Hussain as well. No mugs whatsoever. Let's see. Thought crossed Critchley's mind whether to go big towards that short boundary. Adjusted just in time.
47 miles an hour that ball. There has been a lot of chat about Matt Parkins's speed at international level. That was just 47 miles an hour. So it took the pace right off that. Whether he's anticipating batsman trying to go big leg side.
Just maybe dangling the carrot for Critchley, just daring him almost.
A little comparison between brothers. Left arm Callum had a great day this afternoon, bombed brilliantly. Matt leg spinner, giving it a bit more rip. Average speed's 48. You would say that's on the fairly slow side.
One mistake from
leg spinner.
One blink here.
There's a lot of chat a couple of weeks ago down in Southampton. Adil Rashid's speeds have gone up a little bit. It's getting a bit more rip on it. I think Adil Rashid is, with a bit of time off and a bit of work on his shoulder, a bit of rehab, a bit of gym, is able to get a bit more on the ball.
Just finding fielders so far. No, I'm with you. In that one-day international series against Ireland, it was really fizzing out of the hand of Adil Rashid.
2 balls here up at 15.
I think it's similar actually in the T20 international we've just seen, although every single ball from both sides seemed to go the distance. Such was the nature of the Old Trafford surface. It was a fabulous batting track, and all the bowlers seemed to struggle. But you're right, just a little bit quicker from Rashid.
Go get it.
4 runs coming from the first 5 deliveries. What's Critchley thinking here? Does he have a dip? Parkinson's final ball of his spell. Sees it out. Just for the single. 5 runs from Parkinson's final over. 1 for 41 off 4. He's returned. 4 overs gone. 4 overs remain. 134 for 5. Pick of the Lancashire bowlers so far has been Stephen Croft. He's got 1 over left. He's got 2 for 15.
Change the ball in, right arm over. Off on the ring.
Well, Croft it is going to be.
Squeeze one. Would you reckon him? I want him squeezing one, yeah.
Stephen Croft's been bowling in this camp. He's reversed it. Previously, he's going orthodox now.
Well, this is the game now. This is the game in a nutshell. These 6 balls against Croft cannot take him for 6 or 7. You've got to go downtown. Got to try and take him for 12, 15, get that run rate down to 9, 9.5. He's bowling phantoms, not trying to spin the ball. Short boundary straight. Got to get down the wicket and try and pump him for a couple of maximums.
Not a maximum, but good enough. Down on the one knee from Alex Hughes. Just lofting it over the infield. Clatters into the boundary boards.
That's a seam-up ball. Hughes got down on his knee nice and early. It's a good shot. Gets in a good position. It's a pretty poor ball by Stephen Croft, must be said. Well, cap's gone backwards again. Daggers?
That was the problem. I'm with you though. This has got to be the over. Run rate is up towards 11s. 40 from 22.
Keeper. Going on.
So that's the leg side field for Croft. Deep backward square, deep middle hit long on. Oh, that's been struck nicely. Willing the ball to get over, and it does. Yelps of delight from the Derbyshire bench, who called for runs this over. He got 12 so far.
Well, I think this is a poor decision from Dave Villas. I think there's a need to bowl Stephen Croft here. He's just bowling 60 mile an hour, seam up. Something you see every Saturday and Sunday afternoon down your local club team, and he's getting pumped.
Yes, Steve. Very good, Steve.
Safely stay up 1. It's 13 from this over, so telepathy between the 2 batsmen and Niall O'Brien.
Get out, Boozer. Get out, Boozer.
Crystal clear.
No, not to
Try
you,
and push 2
Ertie.
here, just to the edge of the 30-yard circle.
Well done, Ertie, lad.
Actually, probably correct decision to send Hughes back. 14 from it. 3 overs remain. 148 for 5.
Right arm over, guys.
So 31 from 3. There's the O'Brien pound.
Spent.
Middle there. Go.
Tom Bailey coming back. On the Kirkstall Lane end, his 2 overs have just cost 13. Usually in this situation, you do tend these days to nudge towards the batting side when it's 30 off 3. Tends It's a regular occurrence.
Yeah, you take 10 and over for the last 3. Ideally, you want someone on 50 or 60 at the crease.
Started to tail in into Critchley at the back end. He's done well to squeeze it out to the backward square. 150 up for Derbyshire. 29 from 16. Very well bowled from Bailey. Just 59 miles an hour. Real loopy one.
Same pace as Stephen Croft. Inside edge. Hughes, wholehearted cricketer. Head down.
Balls to find the boundary. He stuck the arms out. Didn't know a great deal about it though, did Bailey, but satisfied that just got the single.
Yeah, not the over Derby needed here. Slow ball. So 73, just took a little bit of pace off it. Derby just need a couple over the ropes here. Run rate's up at 11 and a half.
It's wonderful to see Hughes trying lob one over fine leg up inside the circle. He's going to go down the ground, but he's not got it. Liam Hurt has comfortably pouched. And that's what the good start to the over has produced for Lancashire. The end of Alex Hughes.
Length ball. It was there to hit. Hughes just couldn't get it out of the middle. Fairly simple catch. Liam Hurt easily taken that long on. Alex Hughes got to go for 10. Derby 152 for 6.
Anuj Dahl, non-striker's end, Critchley. Bailey, all they can do is just squeeze another single. Very, very fine over from Tom Bailey. The wicket and 5 from it. 2 overs remain. Derbyshire 153 for 6.
This was the end of Alex Davis. It was there to hit. He won the ball in the air in that bullish length in the slot. Just couldn't get it out of screws. Parkinson was expensive. 41. He's done a good job. Bailey's been very, very good.
Middle. Is that off? Off. Couple stage.
Danny Lamb to bowl the penultimate over. Lots of changes of pace. Critchley, long leg side boundary to try and find. Starts off with the slow one. I think you've got to set up for the... We mentioned this earlier on. Previous game, setting up for slower balls. It's predominantly what's going to be coming down.
Yeah, Lamb has bowled mainly slower balls all evening.
Catch it! Alright, let's go, come in!
Decent connection, but just wrong.
Just haven't had the big hits at the back end. They needed a player that was set to be here at the back end. Madsen, you can excuse, he was injured, he played really well, superb innings. I just thought the ploy maybe could have hung in there a little longer. Hit Parkinson for 2 maximums. Parkinson only had a couple of balls left of a spell. I think he could have played a little bit clever.
Yes, Boshy!
do as fine fielders, and the victory seems to be slipping further and further away from Derbyshire. Take something very special now. 24 to win from an over and a half.
When you see the rate, it's only 10 and over, but you've got two players fairly new to the crease.
Yes, Hurts! Yes, Hurts! Get it, Hurty! Get it, Hurty! Get it, Hurty! Well done, Hurty. Well done, mate. Well done.
It's two, but Lancashire won't mind.
Two's are fine.
4
Two's
runs,
are fine,
4
lads.
deliveries. Has to be now. Critchley. Possibly over extra cover. An option for him. Backing away, slice through point perhaps.
Yes, Malaysia.
Wait for one down towards the backward square. Ain't gonna get it
High
done.
class, Lammy.
Changes have been good. Lancashire, slow balls have been good. Well, about 4 slow balls per over as this innings has gone on. The wicket's got a little bit slower. Second game out of the course.
He's played it nicely.
Oh, no, two.
He's just going to catch it though inside the boundary rope. But overall, an excellent penultimate over from Danny Lamb. 7 runs conceded. Derbyshire 19 from the final over, 160 for 6. Six balls remain, 19 needed for Derbyshire. Struck very sweetly as well. That's a start. That's a start from Critchley. Towering 6 to kick things off. 13 from 5. Derbyshire's spirits lift again.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. In the slot. Bailey got away with one last over. Got a wicket off a ball in the slot, but not this time. Literally gets enough elevation. Game on. 13 from 5.
He's got the short boundary to the leg side. Has Critchley. Almost cleaned up the ball. Got to come back for 2 if you're Anush Dali. Does. Throw going to the keeper's end. Critchley home. 11 from 4.
Smash this straight back of the bowler's head. Back of the hand, slow ball. Oh dear. Could have been dangerous.
Just wondering about the height. Players have asked to have a look at this. Just okay, I fancy. 11 from 4. Who holds the nerve? Just got it past. Could be a couple on here. Maybe even 3. Has he touched the boundary rope? Anush Dal has come back for the 3rd, but they'll take a good long hard look at this. Dane Villas it was, maybe losing his footing. A slippery surface. The boundary. Oh, that's 4. That is 4. More important for Derbyshire. That will keep Critchley on strike.
Massive moment, that daggers, that is huge.
Captain can't believe what's just occurred. It's 7 from 3. This game was gone 3 balls ago. Take the leg by. Derbyshire in search of their first victory on the Vitality Blast. 2 balls, Anuj Dahl. The man on strike. 6 required. Already seen 2 ties in the South Group so far. Middlesex and Surrey, Middlesex and Kent. Oh, it's well bowled. Foxed him. Oh, and he's done. Brilliant from Alex Davis. Really, really fine work. Keeping his nerve. Staying calm. Dead eye.
Oh, that's brilliant from Davis. Absolutely brilliant. Good from Bailey. Another back in the hand slower ball. Got to take the run on. Really cool work by the keepers and a cracking night, it must be said. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic for Lancashire. Critchley, he did a good job. Got a side very close. 32. Derby won 73 for 7.
Critchley gave Derbyshire a sniff. 32 from 20 he made. And a good night. Is Alex Davis. Tom Bailey will be hugely relieved. He went for 13 off his first 4 deliveries. Crucial dot ball. 6 to win off the last ball. It's just fallen short for Derbyshire. Just a single out to deep mid-wicket. And Lancashire breathe a sigh of relief. Valiant effort from Derbyshire in pursuit of 179 to win. Margin of victory, just 4 runs for the Lancashire Lightning. They'll join the Nottinghamshire Outlaws on 5 points at the top of the North Group. An excellent rearguard action by Derbyshire, especially with a young side, a young bowling attack. I'm sure there'll be positives to take, but at the end, just falling 1 blow short.
Disappointing for Derby when you get so close. If you look back on the way home this evening, thinking, what could we have done better? Where could we have saved the run or 2? But Lancashire, excellent. Really good with the bat. At one stage they might have got closer to 200, but Al Davis was fantastic with the bat, with the gloves, excellent. His stock rises once again. Tom Bailey, very good with the ball. A good start to the season for Lancashire and both red and white ball cricket. Just about good enough tonight, Lancashire.
Yeah, as soon as that first 6 was hit in the final over, you're on your heels a little bit. You're delighted to have escaped.